Please listen very well. In government, we have elements of government which constitutes your section A in the theory aspect of your WASE or NECO SSC. And we have political development and international relations, which constitute your section B in the theory. Now, in the element of government, that is, you start that one from first time SS1 till second to the last topic in SS2 first term. And the last topic in that place happened to be local governments as public administration 3. That is the end of element of government. And in the historical perspective of government, you will start with pre-colonial administration. Okay, from pre-colonial administration to military rule in Nigeria, that form historical governments. But in international relation, you will start with interdependent of nations. And that's where we're going to see foreign policy, no alignments, and the international organizations. You are almost done with the government as a matter of fact. You are almost done with government. I know Jessica will be happy. Jessica, are you not happy that you're almost done with government? So today, we'll be looking at the topic called interdependence of nation as the first topic under the international relation as a subsection of government. And under this topic, today basically we'll be looking at the explanation on the concept of interdependence of nation. And we're going to highlight 3 reasons for interdependence of nation. But before I forge ahead, I want somebody to tell me when we say interdependence. Don't forget we have dependence. Then we have interdependence. When we say dependence, what comes to your mind? When we say interdependence, what comes to your mind? Can anybody tell me what this concept means before we forge ahead? Anybody from home? If you don't raise your hand, I will call you. Okay. Jessica.
Sir?
What do you mean by dependence? Dependence. What do you mean by dependence?
Dependence means reliance.
Thank you. Reliance. I mean, you are relying on someone, right? As you are now, you are depending on your parents. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, we have inter in that place. Of course, you are not coming across this one for the first time. When we studied the topic conflict management, conflict solution, we talk about interpersonal relation, interpersonal conflicts. Okay, inter means between, but in this concept now, it could be between or among. You understand better when we forge ahead with the topic. So, nations in this concept, the concept of nations here means states or countries in the world. The concept of nations here means states or countries in the world. Now, when we say interdependence of nation, what comes to your mind? Inter. Somebody has told us what dependence means. Reliance, relying on someone. But we are not looking at relying on someone here. We're looking at the dependence that has to do with nations in the world. So, who is telling me what that means? What is interdependence of nation? Yes, Prudence.
At once, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
interdependent submission is like a relationship between dependent individuals or groups.
Okay, a relationship between independence or individuals or group. Okay, we are not looking at individual here. We are looking at the concept of country here. You don't understand
Nation.
it. We're looking at
Hi,
nation.
Mr. Manuel.
Okay, okay.
Want to answer?
You want to answer? Let me listen to Olamide.
If
Let me listen to Olamide. Olamide.
Interdependence of nation can also be defined. This is when a nation is depending on another nation in order to do things.
Thank you very much, Olamide. Thank you very much. Okay. Interdependent of nations in this concept means nation or country or state depending on one another for one thing or the other. In the concept of depending on other country, that may be as a result of something that particular country does not have. Olamide, when you raise your hand after you have spoken, you lower your hand. Okay. So you will see from the graphic design on this PowerPoint, you will see something there that you will see soil security, climate security, food security, economic security, political security. It is possible for a particular country to have food security, that is, have enough food, and for another country not to have that food. If you don't have the food, that does not invalidate your independence as a country. Then there's need for you to relate with a country that have that food sufficiency. In terms of economic security, let me tell you now, as a matter of fact, some of you may not be aware why some political thieves in Africa transport the money in their country to Switzerland. Switzerland is a country that built her economy on banking. When you put your money in any Swiss account, it is safe. So that is why you see our political thieves, whenever they steal our money here, they take it to Switzerland and keep it there because it is safe. Some other countries also bank with Switzerland because of the fact that in time of banking, the country is secure. Okay. Now, what are those things that we now what are those things that brings about this interrelationship, dependence among nations in the world? Look at your finger. Jessica, your finger, are they equal? Are your finger equal? If you are here, you don't turn on your video, I will not know what you are doing, I will not recognize you. Okay. If you look at your fingers, they are not equal. Prudence and Akinyemi Jessica, are you hearing me? Okay, no problem. The fingers, they are not equal. The same thing in the world. All countries in the world, as individual country, does not possess all that that particular country needs. As you are, if you have everything at home, you have somebody that will teach you literature, government, CRS, English, among others. There will not be need for you to come to school. But the fact that those could not be achieved Those things cannot be achieved at home. Then there's need for you to relate with one of the schools whereby you pay a certain amount of money in order for you to acquire knowledge. That does not mean you belong to the school. But because of the fact that you need to achieve something, then in terms of human relation, let me also go further. Why do you think that a man will get married to a woman? The truth is that there's need for relationship between a man and a woman. A man cannot, Jessica, you are laughing. Yes, a man cannot conceive and give birth. Yes. And a woman alone too cannot conceive on her own. The fact that there are certain things a man needs and such can only be achieved in a woman, and there are certain things that a woman needs and such can only be achieved in a man. That is why you see a man and a woman, they will interact and seal a relationship. The same thing applies to countries in the world. You see, Nigeria will relate with Ghana because of certain things that Ghana possesses and Nigeria does not have. Nigeria will relate with China because China is technologically inclined while Nigeria is technologically crawling. And in order to satisfy the technological need of Nigeria, there's need for Nigeria to interact with China. So the fact that natural resources, be it technical expertise or other materials that make work go round, are not distributed equally. Hence, need for interactions among nations in the world. And this interaction ensures equal distribution of the unequally distributed natural resources by nature. Now, Nigeria is rich in crude oil, but none of our refineries is working to optimal capacity. By the time we patronize some countries like the USA, among others, we export our crude oil to their country, then they refine it for us. We get the one that can be used and returned to our country. At the same time, Nigeria is not producing mobile phone, all this your Android phone that you use at home. They are products from other countries in the world. And they got to your country as sort of interdependent of nations, interactions among nations in the world. And this interaction could be in the form of trade, it could be in form of security. That is what we're going to discuss effectively under the reason for interdependent of nations. And I said, if you look at what I projected, the concept of interdependence of nation is synonymous to globalization. When you get to university, for those of you that to delve into diplomacy or international relations, you are going to study globalization. And the fact that the world is now without a border, when I say without a border, as I am here now, I am talking to you. We are not in the same location. The way I am talking to you here now, I can relate with somebody in China. I can relate with somebody in USA. We will be talking face to face like this. If somebody in USA should have the link of this class now, the person will join us. And the person will learn. That's the concept of globalization. Global means saying that the world has been globalized. The world has become a global community where the Nigerians here, we trade, we transact, we deal with any form of business with anybody, maybe in Ukraine, in Jamaica, in Germany, without any form of barrier. As I am here, I can trace with somebody online, and I will get what I need supplied to me at my convenience at home. So, the concept of globalization simply means the interactions between or among nations in the world. And what what facilitates this interaction happen to be on the ground of the needs of the nation involved. Let me hear from you. Am I communicating, Jessica? Am I communicating, Prudence? Am I communicating, Olamide? Personally, Fatia, you are welcome. Nifemi. Jessica.
Someone, I can't hear you.
Sir?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
At what point, the challenge I have, that is why I don't like coming to this place at times. The network here, the school network is fluctuating. I have to connect to my own network. And I use both the Airtel and Salad. Both of them, I don't know what is actually wrong there. But can you hear me effectively now?
Okay.
Prudence, can you hear me now? Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, I was trying to ask if you people understand what I have explained as regard interdependence of nations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yes, sir.
Let me try to see this network again and see.
What a food.
Obasanjoye, do you understand what I have said so far? If you understand, wave at me. I'm trying to switch my network, please. Just hold on. See how it works. Obasanjoye, Prudent, can you hear me very well now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope the network will not fly. That is one of the challenges I have with the school Wi-Fi. Thank you, just switch off. So that's why I usually connect. Now, I was trying to tell you that the fact that facilities, materials in the world are not adequately provided or enriched with one nation. Hence, the reason for interdependence of nation. What you have, I don't have it. And if I don't have what you have and I need it, I need to relate with you in order for me to get what you have. That is what essence of interactions among nations in the world. Nobody is as in 100% buoyant or that has it all. Abibat, can you hear me now? Abibat said her network is extremely poor. Okay, don't worry. Abibat, I got your message.
Sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So, if you don't have everything, you need to relate. And in order for you to get what you want, you must know why you are relating with the nations or the partner you are trying to engage in. That's just the concept of interdependence of nation. It does not have any hidden meaning. If you don't understand what interdependence of nation means, let me see your hands up before we go to the reason. I don't understand what in that interdependence of nation is. Based on the explanation, let me see a hands up before I go to Abibat. I said turn on your video. If I don't want to punish you, I will not recognize. Yes, which area you don't understand?
Everything, because I can't hear anything.
Ah. But you can hear something now.
Yes.
Okay. What I said is this. I said, please turn on your video. I want to be seeing your face so that I'll know. If I look at your face, I know if you are listening or not. Okay. We'll see your face. See, no wonder. Okay. Listen now before you be hiding your face. Listen very well. Are you listening to me? I will not repeat the explanation after this.
Yes, sir.
I said the concept of interdependence of nation means, so we started with the meaning given to us by Jessica. I asked her, what is dependency? He said dependency means reliance. That is when you rely on someone. Then I now ask another question again. What do you mean by interdependence of nation? And we made it known to you through Olamide Dex. It means when nation or country in the world depend on one another in order for them to survive. So it was on that I benchmarked my explanation. And I started with the graphic design on my PowerPoint that if you look at this graphic design, you will see connection, okay? One with food security, one with climate security, one with soil security, one with political security, one with economic security, among others. And if we now check it very well, none of them possess all as one. In order for this now, what A has and B does not have, in order for it to go around, there's need for the countries that have food security to, as in relate with countries that have economic security or political security, in order for the country to have political or economic security. And I said interdependence of nations is synonymous to globalization, which means interaction between or among nations or states in the world. And the interactions among states in the world is benchmarked on the fact that natural or human resources or technical expertise are not adequately distributed. Okay? By nature, a country may be good in one aspect, may not be good in another aspect. And what the area you are not good at, you need to interact with other countries for you to get such things available for your country. And in order for you to get those things, you need interaction. And that interaction is benchmarked on your international relations. We will get to know better on this when we get to the foreign policy. You understand the objective of the foreign policy of every state. Because what governs your interaction with other countries is based on what you want to achieve. And I said something for what makes a man and a woman to go into relationship. So the fact that a man cannot conceive and a woman cannot conceive on her own, and there's need for two of them to come together to see a relationship in order for a man to get what a man has and for a woman to get what a man has. So just vice versa. Hence, there's need for interdependent interrelationship. If a man can do everything a lady can do, what is the essence of getting married? The same thing applies to all states in the world. The same thing applies to some of you too. You may know mathematics, your friend may know English language very well. There's need for you to interrelate, there's need for you to interact, so that you teach your friend mathematics, your friend will teach you English. Both of you will learn. That is the concept of interdependent of nation. Nobody is an island. That is just the concept. No country in the world that is an island. And the fact that no country is an island, there's need to interact in order to get what you don't have. Abibat.
Sir.
Are you with me now? Do you get what interdependent of nation mean now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I believe those of you that hide your face too, you already know what interdependent of nation means. Akisemoy, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you following what I've been explaining since?
Yes, sir.
And you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Who is here again? Obasloye is following me. Nifemi, do you get the meaning or the concept of interdependence of nation now?
Yes, sir.
All right, that is good. That is good. Now, we are going straight away to the reason. Reason, from what I have said, you will have also seen the reason for that interdependence of a nation. Okay, reason. Why will people relate? Why will Nigeria relate with China? Understand? Why will Prudent decide to relate with Mr. Emmanuel? If Prudent know government very well, what does he need from Mr. Emmanuel? Nothing. Okay. Why will Nifemi decide to associate with Mr. Kenny just because he wants to learn commerce? The same thing applies to nation in the world. Certain factors determine the reason for interdependence of a nation. And one of such is political reason. Political reason. And the concept of political here, if you look at it, Nigeria as a country decide to join some international organization which should be taught in SS3 in order to ensure global peace and security. Political reason or political interaction is benchmarked on the fact that countries in the world want to ensure peace. They want to ensure security, and they want to democratize the world. Hence, the interactions among nations in the world in order to propagate the doctrine of democracy and ensure security of lives and property. And that is why the like of United Nations of Nations was established in 1945. The North Atlantic Organization established in 1949. And the Warsaw Pact established in 1955. And the African Union, then was known as Organization of African Unity, established in 1963. All of these organizations were established in order to facilitate political interactions among states in the world. And what are those things that to be discussed in this organization? It has to do with democracy, security of lives and properties, among other things that make the world go round. I don't know if I'm too fast. If you look at under your, if you look where you are there are some gadgets that I've introduced. There are some things I've introduced on my Zoom. If I am too fast, there's a place there you press to tell me that I should slow. If I am too slow, there's a place there you press that I should go fast. Okay, it's there under. You will see it there. Okay, there are other signs there, but it should not be abused by anybody. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that if you look at the first image here, all the people you see that surrounded the table, they are from different countries, discussing how to ensure global peace. And if you look at the second image, you see Donald Trump of United States of America and Vladimir Putin of Russia, exchanging what? An agreement based on how to see a relationship on political ground between America and Russia. If America can ensure security alone, there will not be need to interact with other countries. If Nigeria can ensure the security of the country alone, there's no need for Nigeria to be a member of African Union. But the fact that for Nigeria to ensure security, democracy, and other things in the continent, there's need to relate with other countries in Africa. Hence, there's need to belong to a platform where other African countries come together to discuss common issues and devise means on how to resolve such issues that have been raised. Fundamentally, in summary, political interactions among nations in the world is benchmarked on the need to ensure security of lives and property in the world and establish democracy across the world. Of course, you know what democracy means and the principles of democracy as well are all the characteristics of democracy. Of course, democracy has to protect human rights among other things. And that is why we have seen all these international organizations established, serving as a platform. And aside this international organization, some countries too, on bilateral agreements or on multilateral agreements, come together, like Nigeria, Ghana, like Nigeria, Chad, and Niger, come together to discuss common issues. For instance, now, Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, they are in relationship on political reasons on how to resolve the issue of Boko Haram in the suburb. Nigeria will not solve the problem of Boko Haram alone. Chad will not solve it alone. Niger will not solve it alone. Cameroon will not solve it alone. Hence, reason for political interaction in order to resolve the problem of the common goals. Prudent, do you understand that?
No, sir.
Tell me why you don't understand it.
The last part you just said.
I said one of the reasons for interdependence of nations, we have explained interdependence of nations on the ground that nations in the world interact because they don't have everything. What you have, I don't have it. And if I need to interact with you. So we are now looking at reasons. What are these reasons that make countries in the world to interact? What are these reasons in the world that ensure relationship among countries in the world? And I said one of the reasons is political reason. And I said political reason is benchmarked on the fact that there's need for security in the world, in your country, in my country. For your information, whatever affects Nigeria affects other parts of the world if you are not aware. Understand? Nigeria serves as markets to most of the countries that produce in the Western world. If there's political crisis in Nigeria, those countries that sell their goods in Nigeria, would they be able to sell?
No, sir.
So there's need for America to ensure that there's a peace in Nigeria. There's need for China to ensure that there's a peace in Nigeria. So that is why, and if there's also a problem in China, it's affect Nigeria. If there's a problem in America, it's affect Nigeria. And in order to ensure global peace, security of lives and property, in order to democratize the world, I think in order to ensure democracy in the world, countries in the world interact on political reason. All this one I have mentioned, they are under political reason for interaction. And how do they interact? They interact through international organizations. What are these international organizations that serve as the platform for their interaction? We have the United Nations Organization established in 1945. We have the North Atlantic Organization. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Don't forget the NATO. NATO is meant for countries that practice or that operated on capitalism. And we have Warsaw Pact, which was an organization for countries that practice or observe socialism. And we have African Union. It was established in 1963 as an Organization of African Unity, now African Union. It is meant for all independent states in Africa. So all African countries now, they interacted on political grounds under the platform of African Union. All countries that belong to the Western Bloc, you'll be taught when you get SS3 under no aligned movements. All countries that belong to Western Bloc, they interact under NATO. While all countries that belong to Eastern Bloc, that is socialist country, they interact under Warsaw Pact. But all countries in the world, all independent states in the world interact under United Nations organization, UNO. Why do they interact? They interact in order to ensure world security. Your problem is my problem. Your challenge is my challenge. If we were able to resolve all these issues country by country, there will be world peace. Hence, the reason for interactions among the nations on political ground. If all the nations in the world could ensure security alone, there wouldn't have a reason for interaction. Sincerely speaking, I want you to go and study the World War II and World War I and II. All the World War happened as a result of the fact that individual countries in the world felt that the problem of Germany for Germany, the problem of Bulgaria for Bulgaria, the one of France for France. Assuming there was a platform to fight a common foe, they wouldn't have won that kind of war. And as a matter of fact, more than 70 years ago that the United Nations have been established now, there has not been outbreak of a Third World War. Why? Because countries in the world agree on one thing, and that is to mitigate the outbreak of a Third World War. They have seen the reason to what? To interact, to become one, to ensure unity, to maintain world peace, to ensure democracy among others. Hence, the political interaction. Do you get it now?
Yes, sir. So I have a question.
Oh yeah, ask me your question.
Okay, so Nigeria and other countries now, are they working together? Are they like interacting to solve this coronavirus?
Yes. If you remember, some weeks ago, about 14 doctors came from China. You
Yes.
remember? That is still under interdependence of nation. If Nigerian government has what it takes, why would they come? They wouldn't have come. Okay. If also read the news too, Cuba, there's a country called Cuba, sent some medical practitioners down to Italy when coronavirus almost wiped out people in Italy. Cuba in other things cannot be compared with Italy. But in the medical aspect, they have to go and rescue and help Italy. As you can see that nobody has it all. Nobody is an island. That is why there's no need for pride. As a matter of fact, there's no reason for pride. What you think you have, you're about to make a proverb that you see a child, when you ask a child to bring something from a far distance, the child will not be able to pick it. But have you ever seen calabash before? Have you ever seen calabash? You know, calabash, the entrance is very tiny. Can adults put hand inside? No, but a child can quickly put hand and bring out something, right?
Yes, sir.
That is how the whole world is. Nobody can prove. America cannot prove to anybody that I have it all. America is in need now, as I'm talking to you, because coronavirus almost finished there. Despite that, Donald Trump has been bragging. We have atomic weapon. We have this. Atomic weapon cannot kill coronavirus. So there's need for assistance somewhere else. Hence, the interactions among states in the world. Next to it is a social-cultural reason. Let me hear from you. When you say social-cultural reason, I want somebody just think. I'm telling you something. Social-cultural reason. On what ground, on the aspect of social culture, that the nation in the world interacts? Yes. My daughter, oh yeah, it is your turn. You are eating. Jessica, on what ground, how do you think countries in the world interact socioculturally? And what is the essence of sociocultural interactions among states in the world? Okay. Let me listen to Obasunoye. Obasunoye, I'm trying to unmute you. What is happening, Obasunoye? I want to unmute you. Nifemi,
No.
Sir?
tell me, on what grounds, at what area do you think that the country in the world interact socioculturally? And what is the essence of sociocultural interaction?
During
Let me
sports.
see your face.
Okay.
Yes.
During sports.
Mm-hmm.
During sports and games.
And
Like,
game.
yes, like Olympic games.
Mm-hmm.
Other types of things.
Okay, thank you. You have answered part one. Part two. Why is there reason for sociocultural interaction among states in the world?
Foster friendly relations.
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. The sense of sociocultural interaction or relation in the world is to ensure friendly relation. How does it happen? You see, this happen during by kind of organizing either barnier or perennial sporting festivals or games. Let me now ask this question. If Nigeria is angry with Togo and there's African Cup of Nations, will Nigeria want to play any game that where Togo is going to play? Prudent.
Sir?
If Nigeria is not in good term with Togo, with Ghana, and there's going to be African Cup of Nations, and these two countries will be participating in the Cup of Nations, will Nigeria want to participate alongside with them?
No.
That is just it. No. And you will see during Cup of Nations or during World Cup, you see black will play with white. You can see Victor Moses there playing with somebody from, I think, Republic of Ireland during the last World Cup. You can see that there's kind of, you see, body touching body. If I dislike you, I wouldn't want anything that will cause that kind of relationship. Then during the World Cup or during any game, for those of you that watch football match, you will see the footballer before they start the match. What do they do? Before they start the match, what do they do? The footballers, what do they do? Hey, my people, the only thing they listen to is Olamide song. Eh? They don't watch football match. Hey, Abibat. Yes, Olamide.
They line up, sing their national anthems, then shake hands.
Thank you very much. They shake hands. Okay, they shake hands first to say that we are not fighting. Okay, they shake hands that we are not fighting. That's an example of friendliness as a friendly relation there. And at times, you will see that after playing their match, they will change their what? What do they change? They change their what? Their jersey. Please, don't be stereotyped. Know what is happening around you. They change their jersey. If I don't like you and we are playing football, will I exchange jersey with you? No. And from there, you will see some people will meet another person and they will see a kind of cordial relationship. For your information, Michael Obi married a Russian. If you are not aware. If not because of sociocultural relation, will Michael Obi will have seen the Russian woman and marry her? No. Okay? So now you see the relationship. If you should go and tell Michael's wife now that Nigerians are bad, Michael's wife will tell that no, I marry a Nigerian. Nigerians are good. In that case now, cordial relationship are what? See, because of what? Sporting activities. And it will also to be through festivals. As you can see from the projection here, 3 festivals, people from different parts of the world come together to display their cultural heritage. You learn from my own culture, I learn from your own culture. Okay, in that case, somebody will say, "Oh, I like this this Igbo culture. I like this Shekiri culture. I like this Igbo culture. I like this Yoruba culture. I like this Hausa culture. I like this Ghanaian culture. I like this Jamaican culture." From there, somebody can decide to like, I would like to relate. For instance, now you see Jessica now. By the time you see a Chinese, we say a Chinese now display now, I know she want to go and join the Chinese and even marry in China. And aside this socio-cultural grant, we also have Misika, as in on the socio-cultural, the nation in the world also relates by organizing musical competition. I think you hear that Olamide traveled to London. This one traveled to this. I know in that aspect. Now let me hear from my student. They should be able to tell me because I'm not good in that already. All those competitions that all those musicians has attended, the one they have won. Who is talking? Philadelphia 2018. Who sang there among Nigerian musicians? Prudent, talk.
Sir, I don't know.
You don't know. Jessica.
Mom.
Tell me one of the musical competition that comprise artists, musicians from different parts of the world. Or maybe one of the Nigerian artists or musicians has actually participated.
Good boy.
Need deliverance. Okay? One of such, we have many of them. I know I'm not a fan of all these musicians, but as you can see, during musical display like this, people come from different parts of the world to showcase their talents in the musical world. It could be reggae, it could be gospel, it could be any form of music. In course of this, people exchange pleasantry and see a form of friendly relation. So people in the world, countries in the world interact on the ground of socioculture in order to ensure friendly relation. And how do they interact? They interact through organizing a sport competition or games like Olympic, World Cup, African Cup of Nations, and that could also be through festivals or musical concerts. If I don't understand, let me see your hands up. I don't understand the socio-cultural reason for interdependence of nation. No hands up. Okay. Then I go to the next. There. Economic reason. You should be able to explain this for me. Economic reason. Looking at what we have here, looking at some of these images, to tell you some things. Tell me the economic reason for interdependence of a nation. Yes, anybody? So because I asked a question, you could decide to mute, how to shut down your video. It is well. Who is telling me explain the economic reason for interdependence of nation? Why nation interact based on economic ground? Who is explaining that for me? Oh, that is too bad. That is too bad. That's too bad. Looking at what you are seeing here on the screen, on the top, that is refinery. In Nigeria, we cannot boast of this. Middle, you will see a factory that produces vehicle. Do you have such factory in Nigeria? We don't have it. Then, under two, you will see a kind of open place where different items, different goods are purchased. Most of you, the clothes you put on, they are foreign clothes. The shoe you put on, they are foreign shoe. Even the earring you use, they are foreign earring. Most of you don't use made in Nigeria. So, the fact that some country could not produce some products, another country can produce it effectively at cheaper rates. There's need to interact with the country that produce it at cheaper rates in order for those countries that cannot produce it to get such products. That is that. Technologically, we cannot produce vehicles, but we use vehicles. Then there's need for us to interact with countries that produce vehicles. The mobile phone we are using, the ones you are using there, are they produced by your country? No. If you open the panel, you see that made in India, made in China. So, how do you get this one? You get them because of the interaction based on economic need of the country. Okay, so there's no state in the world that can boast of economic independence. There's none. There's no state, even America, even China. Let me tell you, if you have the resources, you will need markets. If you produce, can you eat it alone? There's need for you to market your product somewhere. Then there's need for you to interact with countries where you can sell your product and get money. Okay? Then if you can produce all these clothes that you have seen here, those countries that produce at cheaper rate, they need markets, especially in Africa. So if a state has some product or natural resources in abundance, she needs market for those products or natural resources in other states in the world. Hence, the economic interactions among states in the world. And I said other factor that ensure economic interaction among nations in the world, okay, is on the ground of inevitability of differences in climate. Your climate is different from mine. There's something I can do, you cannot do it. Then we have what we call differences in level of industrialization. You can see the machine above now, a refinery. Can we have it in this part of the world? No, but go to China, you will see there many. Technologically, they are what? Inclined. Okay? The quality and quantity of labor force, another thing. Sometimes ago, Nigerians sent teachers to Tanzania. You understand better when you are going to be taught Africa, the centerpiece of Nigeria foreign policy, SS1 and SS3, 4 step. So, what you have, I don't have it. I have human resources, you don't have human resources. Then I need to exchange the human resources with you. I have some natural resources, you don't have it. I need to exchange stuff with you in order to get money. You don't have it. I give it to you. I get your money. Okay? Serve as the reason. Under this economic reason, we have others of 3 or 2 reasons there. We have exchange of technical knowledge, creation of markets. They are under economic reason. Take note of that, but eventually we'll come across question in that arena. So these are the reasons that facilitate interaction among states in the world. Just as I've said, interdependence of nations involve interactions among states in the world, and the fact that no state in the world could be boast of either economic or political or social sufficiency, then there's need for interactions among between or with other states in the world in order to get what you don't have sufficiently. And to ensure other peace in the world, make sure that there's friendly relation, distribute the resources that are not naturally what distributed by make sure that you interact with states, then give to them what they don't have, then get what they have to your own country. You get to know more about this in the topic of foreign policy. In our next class, we'll be looking at merit and demerit of interdependence of nations. Jessica, if I slap you, lazy Jessica. Let me know, let me entertain question from you. Question time. Okay. Ayo has a question. Yes.
Chairman, I don't understand the social cultural reason.
Okay. Now, we said why states in the world interact. Why do we have to depend on one state or the other? And I say one of the reasons is social. The social and culture there are two things put together. Okay? Social reason, cultural reason. Although you cannot actually detach culture from social, it's still part of the social aspect of international relations. Now, I said one of the reasons for social-cultural reason is to ensure friendly relation among states in the world. If you are to ensure friendly relation among states in the world, then a platform should be created where countries in the world will have opportunity to interact. And in the course of interaction, they will be able to ensure pleasantry. And one of such platform created to ensure this pleasantry is benchmarked on organization of World Cup competition, Olympic game, Commonwealth game, African Cup of Nations, among others. During this competition, a country will host the competition. If I may ask you, which of the country in the world have hosted the last World Cup? Yes, anybody. Which country hosted the last World Cup? Nobody. That is too bad. Russia. Russia hosted the last World Cup. Okay. Now, Russia, during that World Cup, other 32 or 36 countries in the world, their team and their crew traveled to Russia. All of them stayed in Russia for almost a month. Do you think during that period, Russia wouldn't have made Russians now, they wouldn't have made cordial relationship with some other country that participated in the World Cup? I'm still with you, Kayo. Are you with me? You can speak, let me hear you.
No, I don't understand.
Okay. You understand. Just pay attention. I said, let me start from interdependence of nations. We're talking of interactions among nations in the world. Okay. And why are they interacting? The fact that so many things are not distributed by nature, okay, equitably, and the fact that to ensure world peace and at the same time to ensure democracy in the world give reason for this interaction. Then we are now looking at ways or reasons that govern the interactions of the states in the world. Just as I said, political reason. Political reason was to ensure world peace, security, democratization of the world. Then we are now looking at sociocultural reason. And I said the reason for sociocultural reason happen to be with the means of ensuring friendly relation in the world. That's the reason for sociocultural reason. And how does it happen? That's another thing you need to know. It happens on the ground that countries in the world will agree to organize competition, football competition, or a kind of cultural competition or musical competition. During the musical competition or cultural competition or games or World Cup competition, different countries in the world, they will travel from one place to another. I give instance of the 2018 World Cup hosted by Russia. During that period, Nigerians traveled to Russia. The people from Britain, from Portugal, from Italy, everybody to Russia. And they spent close to 1 month there. During that period that they were there, the question I now asked them that, do you think that the Russians, people in Russia, would have made friendly relationship with other national from other countries during that period?
No.
Eh?
Okay, yes.
They would have made relationship with them. You should have asked this question, how come Mikel Obi married a Russian? It's a result of this, what? Socio-cultural relationship.
Okay.
Understand? Mikel Obi does not marry a Nigerian, marry from Russia. And the woman gave birth to twins to him. Understand? They are living in a current relationship. Now, where I'm going is this. If you tell that lady now that Nigerians are bad, what would be her response?
She says a lie.
She lie. But that friendly relationship wouldn't have been what? Be established if there's no room where Mikel Obi will have interaction with people in Russia. So the essence of social-cultural relationship is to ensure friendly relation. Okay, to ensure friendly relation. And how do we achieve social-cultural relationship? We achieve it through football competition. You see that if you watch football match, somebody will play football match, finish. After that, you see the players, either black or white, where they will change their jersey. I don't know if you have seen it before. And okay, you ask your brother, will tell you. They will change their jersey. And before the starting of the match, just like Olamide said at that time, you will see them. They will do what? They will shake hands. It means that, well, we are what? In good term. The same thing happened during musical competition. You will see black, you will see white, all of them, they will be competing. So after the competition, whoever won, everybody jubilates. Stand. And that is the reason that you see some Africans, they see some good part of other part of the world and said to what? To stay in those areas. Do you understand it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go through the note once again. You see that is self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. Let's not go to outside the world. If Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, they will organize a festival where they will compete. During the period when the festival will hold, I am very sure some people will see the person they will marry in that place. Some people will establish good relationship with some people, they will exchange number there. And from there, they will be friends. Am I making sense here?
Yes, sir.
The same thing happens when it is international. That is how it happens in international system. Jessica, ask me a question before I bombard you with questions. Do you know that you are growing every day? You think you are a baby? Obasunoye.
Sir.
Question.
No,
Let me see your face. Let me see what you are doing there. Nifemi. Hey, no wonder she's lying there. That's why she doesn't want to see her face. Nifemi, question. Let me see your face, Nifemi. Maybe you are lying down. Okay, Nifemi is a big boy. Nifemi, any question? Nifemi, I can't hear you. Okay. In absence of a question, we'll call it a day till next week. I will send my assignment later. So make sure you do my assignments. Nifemi, make sure you do my assignments. Okay.
Ciao, bye-bye.
Aisha is not here today. I don't know the reason. Please extend whatever we have done here today. I will also make the video available later so that those that are not here, they can also go through it once again. Thank you very much. Have a blessed weekend because tomorrow will start your weekend and I will not have.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.